marks of memory and resistance. They came with guns and with the Bible. They came with classrooms and the title. They came with sermons and with prayer. A hidden command was buried there. When obedience starts to feel divine, the empire's room needs no more sign. It can rule through what you believe, a silent grip you won't perceive. They came with guns and with the Bible too. They came with classrooms and a sermon view. Behind the prayers was a command so true. When obedience feels holy through and through, the empire needs no shout to make its claim. It rules through belief in its own name. Obey the ruler and the system's game. Obey the empire's slow and fear and flame. This is the part of history they soften under the weight of colonial power. Often they wanted more than just the land they were trodden on. They wanted more than just the labor drawn. They wanted more than just the resources deep. They wanted submission that the mind would keep. Mission schools spread where colonial rules creep. Education and conversion sowing what they reap. The lesson was never just about reading lines. It was discipline and loyalty designed. Training of the mind to follow their signs. Speak this language where these names they assign. Respect this authority, leave your old ways behind. Colonial rule on foundations they define. African cooperation of a kind. Make the colonial machine work in kind. The pulpit calmed resistance with its sound. The classroom reshaped identity all around. The empire called it progress on the ground. Resistance painted as in the respiration. The part of history they soften under the weight of colonial power. Often they wanted more than just the land they were trodden on. They wanted more than just the labor drawn. From LMM Fanny blog, hey, hear my voice today. Katuchelo Christopher Khomola likes the way they call me Booster, and I proudly stand, remembering the struggles of this African land. The stories of our fathers must never fade away. The truth of our history is still alive today. No matter how they try to rewrite the past, the spirit of our people will always last. Sometimes it was administration dressed as right. Sometimes conquest dressed in salvation's light. Sometimes control is all civilization's light. That's why this history cuts so deep and tight. They tried to use the African body whole. They tried to reorder and control the soul. Replace our memory to meet their goal. Make the empire feel righteous and in control. This is the top of history they soften under the weight of colonial power. Often they wanted more than just the land they were trodden on. They wanted more than just the labor drawn. Living fading to the world we say. The truth of our people will never fade away. Katuchelo Christopher Khomola, whose name lives on, telling our story long after they are gone. Remember the struggle, remember the cause, remember the voices. Stay like we're lost, round and limb and fanny. Like it, I stand tall. The spirit of Africa